Hey, I just finished writing out what I want to talk about today. Gonna discuss my music journey, introduce myself a little bit for those of you who are new to my journey, and talk about what I have coming next. So, my name is John Yantz. My music journey has been a lengthy one, full of stop and go stints, and at times has really felt pretty hopeless. Like, what am I even doing? I've invested so much time and energy, and for what? And part of that was I put way too much weight on this idea that I needed to succeed as a musician and that there was no other way, and that led to periods where the love of music really faded from the forefront of what I was doing. And also, trying to do everything as a musician can just be so overwhelming. But the truth is, I love making music, and regardless of how monetarily successful I am at it, I'm never going to stop singing and playing because it's something that I was made to do and I genuinely enjoy it. The journey can get overwhelming at times, and I've got to remind myself often to have fun on the journey, even though it feels at times that I'm miles away from where I want to be. So, some of my inspirations. Lately, I've been inspired by friends who make music and other artists who are out there making such gorgeous music and promoting as best they can. But you can hear the excellence in their work, and that's all I want. That's all any musician really wants, to create excellence that will inspire and move others. How I approach creating music, for me, a lot of what I've always written about is my journey. I'd really like to tell more stories. For example, maybe tell the perspective of the character in a film or a book. But the truth is, I've always composed almost journalistically, mentioning philosophies and life lessons I've learned, such as being present and being grateful. It used to be the case that I would write lyrics and music separately and they would somehow magically be in sync. And I think the reason for that was because when I was younger, I would be so consumed by my emotions that everything I did would reflect where I was at. But that's not really the case anymore. Now, I believe, largely because I've been influenced by my utilization of the loop pedal, a lot of the music I write these days aims to create the grooviest, catchiest loops you can hear a million times and just feel it. So anyway, you probably haven't heard much new from me for a while, but I promise I'm always working. As of currently, I have completed the recordings for 4 tracks, and now the only thing left is to dedicate the necessary funds to pay the producer I work with. And once he's done with them, I always set my tracks to be released a month out, which gives me a little time to pitch and promote them. So we're looking at 4 brand new tracks being released early next year. I won't talk a lot about them now, but I will give you their titles, and they are At Sea, Freckles, Precipice of Change, and Talk is Cheap. Thank you for your time and support. As always, it is my very great pleasure to create music and stories for your enjoyment, and I'm absolutely stoked to share these new tracks with you when they are ready.